Namaste and greetings, my beautiful queens, kings, if any, my beautiful souls. In this video, I want to tell you three stories, three true stories, just three of many and many stories, how either the deck of tarot cards in your household or a reading with an honest, good, professional reader who just tells you what's there without being afraid to upset you, how it can literally save sometimes your life. The thing is that all you have to do, you don't have to be a professional tarot reader. You don't have to do it professionally. But this 78 cards and deck, you can choose any deck which you feel calling your name. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it in the esoteric or book stores. You can get it anywhere you want. But simply having this deck in your household, not just, please understand that tarot are not only answering about love and relationship. It answers any question you can possibly and impossibly have. Even you cannot decide what mark of a car to purchase, or what you were offered two places of work, or you were offered to immigrate, or you can't decide whether you need to have this procedure. Maybe you want to do some cosmetic procedure done, but you're not sure if you can get a results you want, and you're not just going to waste your money or risk your health. The cards answer all of possible and impossible questions. And if you don't, the modern cards, because the French school, they don't have the pictures like the ones like this is my favorite deck, which is called Arcanum deck. This is my third or fourth of them already. But very often you can see the answer even without knowing the meaning of the cards. But all of the cards come with a little book which tells you the meaning of them. And if you want more meanings of the cards, of course, you can simply Google it and read what you want about the given card, or you can purchase my personal course, which took me 2 years to finish. It has the explanation of all 78 cards in details in every aspect of life, possible and impossible. So simply having, and please, when people are telling me that they are religious and this is like against whatever they believe, this is the most insane thing I can even think of, because this is a great instrument to get the information which can literally save your life sometimes. Because if you are asking, can I trust this person, and you get a card of a devil, you don't even need to look it up in the book or online. If you get three of swords, you don't even need to look it up. If you get the ace, if you get the page of swords, or you get the knight of swords, you already know, you don't even have to look it up. But you have to take the information you get seriously. Cards are no joking, because a lot of girls do this. Does he love me? And they put cards, all of them, until they get two of cups. One question only requires one card. One card gives you the answer to your question. If by any reasons you don't understand the meaning of this one card, add one more to clarify. Usually this is how it's done. Be as specific as possible. What is outcome if I get the job in this company within 3 months? You can ask, will I be satisfied financially? Put one card. Will I be satisfied personally? Put one card. Will I have a chance to grow in this company? Put one card. Will I have the opportunity for my creativity to be fulfilled? And you can be specific. The more specific you are, the more specific is the question you are getting. So have yourself, like people say it's evil, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to go into it, because you have like you have in your kitchen, you have a knife which you use to cut your vegetables, to cut your bread, to make your toast, to make your salad. Can the knife be used to harm someone? Yes, it can. But what comes to tarot cards, we cannot even compare it to the knife, because tarot cards cannot harm anyone. This is an instrument to help you. It's your helping tool, giving to us from a certain higher forces, because the history of them go back to Egypt. We are talking thousands of years old, for five at least thousands of years old. It's the symbol, it's the field and information field which has all the questions and answers, and you get connected with that a quantum information field, and you can get the answer to your question. Just be specific. Put one card and don't put 78 card until you see the card you want to see. Respect the answers of the card even if you don't like it, and take it into consideration. And if you are asking, should I be traveling tomorrow, and you have a chariot upside down, of course it's up to you, not to still go travel when you see a card showing you the possibility of car accident. But the one who is warned, the one who is armed. So simply having this tool in your household will save you a lot of situations which you can avoid. Now I will tell you the 3 cases which literally saved people's lives. Approximately 3 months ago, I have received suddenly to my PayPal several $100s. And with that payment, I did not receive any instructions for the reading. I did not know what the money is for, what the reading is about. So I have contacted the email of the person who sent me the money. And the person answered me, this is not for the reading. You have done the reading for me and my family approximately a year ago, and you literally saved our lives. Situation was connected with the business. A young man, his wife, and 2 kids, they got this business proposition from another person from another country on another continent. The business proposition sounded very, very, very wonderful, very promising, etc., etc., etc. So they sold everything in their homeland, and they moved to that place, to that continent, and they started to do that business with that person and group of people he brought into it. Thankfully, the man, you see, we all have intuition. Please understand that we all have intuition. This is our given tool to keep us out of trouble. The problem is that a lot of people do not follow this intuition. They do not listen to this intuition, because with the wrong person, with the person who can harm us anyhow, you always gonna feel uneasy. A lot of women, unfortunately, to my huge grief, take it as this butterfly in the stomach, when this butterfly in the stomach literally tell you run away and never come back. So they take it as, fluttering heart and butterfly in the stomach is love, when they are next to, because abuse, you see, you have to understand that manipulation is the form of mental, psychological, and emotional abuse, and you always gonna feel uneasy and something is amiss if you are with a person who is to manipulate you, who is wearing masks, who is playing with you always. So the man did feel there is something missing, but he did not have any proof whatsoever, but he just had that gut feeling. So he, someone who doesn't really, get into the cards, because his wife was watching the channels with tarot cards spreads, and one of the channels was mine. Somehow he felt that he wants to contact me personally, and he told me the situation, and I started to look into the situation, and turned out the cards showed simply horrific situation. I was terrified that they would stay there. I saw the their danger for the life of all of them. Literally, a card would show that, if don't they don't just flee, just go, just be gone in secret, they would simply disappear in that, faraway country and faraway continent. They would all simply be gone, and no one would never find them. And of course, all of their money which were invested into this business, all of the land, that would just be going towards the people who got them there at the first place. You see, when I see something like this, of course, I have to always protect myself by telling this is the entertainment purpose reading. You do what you want with this information. I simply have to tell you the meaning of the card, but it was my hands were trembling. I was terrified, and I really was terrified, because danger was everywhere. Cards were very, very, very bad. And I said, you may listen to me, you may listen to me not. I cannot, decide for you, but you have to be quietly, secretly gathering your thing and be gone, and try to get any, consult with people about this, and this. But if you start fighting with this group of people which have connections in that country with all over, and you're going to be disappearing with your family and no one will find you, they will turn it in such way that you're going to be at fault, and anyway everything's going to go to them. So after I've done that reading and I send it, that was it. And I, because I do a lot of reading, I did not hear from them for a very, very, very long time, and I only hoped that they would do something about it. And those several $100s to my PayPal came from these people, which they done what cards advise to do. Because what cards say, it's not this, well, this is not just this little things, those little pictures which showing it to you. Of course, when a reader, when you do a reading, or a reader who is very deeply into the cards, this is such an amazing tool, guys. This is such an amazing tool. It can help you so much, and Literally, it can save your lives. In that case, this is what happened. And those several $100s came, and a man said that this is our gratitude from our family to you, because you saved all of us, because we would be most possibly gone. This is case number one. And I am sure if this man had a duck in his arms and he would ask, can I trust this person? What should I do? Cards would just the same tell him the same messages. Just please do not ignore the messages, because I know on my own experience when I was asking, should I go uh, to this place to this date, and I got three of swords. You know how three of swords looks, the heart with three swords piercing it. um, that's exactly what I have experienced in that trip. So do not ignore it. And if you still have to go and you see very negative cards, then you at least are going to be careful. And this can save you. And this, because you're going to keep your ears open and your eyes open. Again, what kind of deck you choose for yourself is up to you. Whatever is calling you. This is case number one. Case number two, if I don't forget, I will link this YouTube channel called Catfish, I believe. Allow me to show you this. I hope you see it. This is something you really, really need to watch, my beautiful queens. This is, I'm showing you on my on another phone. You see it, it's the YouTube channel called Catfished, and you will see here a lot and a lot of terrifying stories. And please understand, I'm not advertising them, I don't have any connection with them, but I think they are heroes. In my opinion, they are true heroes, because I watched already so many episodes on 60 Minute Australia and other shows, because this is a global romance scamming system which destroys millions, already tens of millions. And you can see here different stories right here, and different victims. These all are victims of this horrific scammers. Victim sells her home and sends $150,000. You can see it here. Look at some of the stories. You see, $65,000 stolen. Victim divorces husband for stranger. Woman is convinced boyfriend is not romancing scammer. Victim sells her home and sends $190,000 to romance scammer. My husband is divorcing me for romance scammer. Victim sends life saving in 8 years. This is really horrific. This is the most horrific thing I've seen, because even though the whole group of these people from Catfished flew and found this man in New York, which was nothing this woman hoped for, it was a scammer, and they brought her all the proofs. She would go every week, donate her plasma and blood in order to send the money to a scammer, because she did not want to believe that it was a scammer. So what you need to know about Catfish, the romance scammer reveals his secrets. Like, you see so many of those people, even famous and catfished. The thing is that what you need to understand about this page, my beautiful queens, please understand this. I'm trying to save you and to help you. They have the tools. They have the tools that you can check who you actually dealing with. Is it a scammer or not? How this is done, how scammers do it, they steal Usually, most of them are located somewhere in Africa. Some of them are located even in United States, but you never talking to a person you think you're talking to. So they steal the personality of real people, of real men and women. They take a real person, a real photos, a real videos, and they create their pages. Behind them, it's not going to be a person. All of these people are not idiots, they are not stupid, except for many, probably a couple of them, but they are professionals, they're bankers, they're lawyers, they're engineers, so on and so on, but they get scammed because they have the tools. The scammers now have the tools when they can even do a video call, when they take a real video of a real person, and with a help of a program they do voice over, and they talk when it looks like you talk to that person, but they talk to you with the voice over. They send you the photos of their passports, which are faked, the photos of their driver licenses, the photos of them in a hospital bed, and you're sending them money to help them. They are sending you all kinds of things. So why am I telling you? Please look it up, or catfished, and they have the tools which you can check if you are actually talking to a real person. The problem is all of these people, none of them was in a real talking to a real person. They all were scammers. So one of the cases, I did receive the request for the reading, and a woman was communicating online with, as she thought, love of her life. And she also, because he got in a lot of trouble health wise, business wise, she also already sent him approximately $5,000, but something was bothering her, and she decided to contact me, and I've done a reading. The thing is, when she sends me a photo of a person and you start putting cards down, you see that this is not the situation. There is someone else behind it. So, anyways, all the cards showed that she was being used. So, all the five of swords, seven of swords, the reversed king of swords, the devil, you everything, and the outcome 10 of swords, of course, broken, destroyed. And I told her that you are being lied to, you are being used, you are being scammed. Please be careful. And what happened is, I did recommend her to contact similar to this YouTube channel, or find someone who can check it out. And because card already showed that she was used and scammed, so she, like, she took it into consideration, because here I already told you that that lady with all the videos and them finding this person and confessing, she still didn't want to believe it, because she wanted to be in this. Sometimes people like this, you can't help them, but this woman was different. So she did contact the people who could check into it, and turned out to be, yes, she was scammed. And again, after she found out all about it, she was very grateful. So for my birthday, it was in August, for my birthday, she sent me a big box of roses and several beautiful things as a gift, as her gratitude. Because if she had a deck of cards herself, and she would ask, am I being used and lied to, cards would show that. And a third case, another similar to romance scam, but they met physically two times. They were from different countries, but a man, simply as simple as that, wanted to immigrate, wanted to marry a wealthy woman, and wanted to get his documents, and then to by using a very complicated scheme, he would then uh, possess everything she owns. She had a plan for that. And again, the woman, even though he did not make any so-called mistakes, everything was going smoothly and wonderfully, but she wanted to make sure because she was before broken-hearted. So she uh, contacted me to see if he's genuine, if he's sincere, if what he really wants, how it can all be outcome, because they already had their wedding day. They already had the wedding day. They were, getting married, but she just wanted to make sure. A long story short, it turned out to be very bad. He would marry her, he would get the documents, and he would was using very smart techniques because he was a pro. He already done it with other women, with other women, same way as with her. She would lose everything. So what she did, she was from Canada. She got private investigators who got and digged into his life story. What was revealed was horrific. You know the movie called "The Thief from Tinder"? I think it's called. What was it? Let me look it up. This movie called "The Tinder Swindler." This one right here. This movie. Horrific, unfortunately, absolutely horrific, of course, about the world we are now living in, the Tinder swindler. I beg you, please watch this movie. Please watch it because it shows you how these beautiful women get severely not just scammed but get destroyed, and it's very, very heartbreaking. So please watch this movie. And so the one who is warned, the one who is armed. So this man, which a third case, was similar to the uh, story I'm telling you. So what again, why am I recording this video? You have to be very careful. I do now have a lot of clients which I have warned about serious situations in their life, and they took it into consideration, and uh, it turned out to be very good for them because I am not afraid to say what is there. And you can always having the 78 decks in your house to protect yourself from unnecessary loss of money or unnecessary heartbreak or unnecessary loss of time. Whether you're getting a job, you're buying a car, you are starting new project, you want to start new business, you are in relationship. The saddest stories, the saddest in my opinion, which are always breaking my heart very, very deeply, and I really recover very slowly from them. It's so-called twin flames, so-called stories, because unfortunately there is an expression, I think, by the Berg, who wrote the book The Games People Play. He said that if you believe in something and if you want to keep on believing in it, you will find the way to prove you that what you believe is right. Unfortunately, women creating these fairy tales in their heads about a twin flame story, and they ask me to look into it, and I always say I will look into it only as I'm looking into this person to see what this person is all about. When I do love relationship reading, I will not leave any stone unturned, any rock unturned. What is this person at his core? What he thinks, what he feels, what he wants not, what he will show you, what he will not show you, what he will do, what he will never do, what you can expect, what you cannot expect, what you should be careful about. And whatever cards reveal, I will say, this is why if cards are wonderful, it's wonderful. If the cards are not wonderful, it's unfortunately not wonderful, and it's up to you take it into consideration or not. So uh, when cards reveal, unfortunately, someone who is simply playing games with this woman with big beautiful heart, it's very heartbreaking for me to reveal it, but I still choose to reveal because this is my work to reveal. Because if I reveal, it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna save her from further heartbreak and waste of time. Then I'm gonna tell fairy tales and keep a person in dangerous situation, even if it's dangerous just as an emotional and mental danger. It's still danger. It's still very, very bad. When you're broken emotionally and mentally, it's not it's as horrifying and as to be broken physically. So advice: get yourself a deck. Get yourself a deck of cards. Have it in your household as a best friend. My children each have a deck. I say any question, you get a deck, you put a card, and you see the answer. This is gonna help you throughout your life to avoid unnecessary pain or unnecessary, even if you're buying, a coffee machine, expensive coffee machine for like $350. See which brand to buy. Put cards to each brand. See which card is going to be the best. Buy that one and you're going to be good. So this is all for today's video, my beautiful queens. I hope it was useful. Namaste.